Hello, hello, hello. Hello, it is Courtney, and welcome to ThursTea Sprints. How's everybody doing today? Let me get this thing up here. Where am I? Okay, there we go. I was like, I can't see anything. Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing, Elena? Welcome, welcome. You are live now. Okay, so I got a question. Whenever you put that you are live, are you talking about on your channel? Because sometimes I can find you and then sometimes I can't. So I'm just trying to figure out how to go about finding you there. So I can go and show you some love and some support, okay? Oh, let me see here. Hey, Kiana, how are you doing, Miss Lady? Welcome to the fold. Let me turn some more light up. I feel like it's kind of dark on here. There we go. Okay. How's everybody doing today? I am good. Oh, well, that's good. So you're on YouTube. Okay. Let's do live watching live. Let me see if I can find you here. So I see that you have multiple channels on here as well. So which one? Oh, Atia's live too. Oh my God. Oh, and she's using Restream. Okay. Got some more people in the Restream thing. I wonder how she's liking it. All right, Lana, let me see if I can find you. I like your last name, by the way. Let me see. Who else is here? Let's see. It's on my YouTube channel. Yeah, I know. Sometimes I have trouble finding you. That's the thing. Okay, I see. Well, looks like you are. Why does it say like? Okay, never mind. It's this other one. Okay. Oh, is that your mom in the background? Have you heard of the Book of Trouble before? I have not. That's a poll you have. I see you. How are you doing today? Yeah, you have several accounts. It makes it hard to kind of find you when you sprint on different channels. So you might want to just do one channel. That way it's easier for people to find you and subscribe and stuff. Just makes it a little bit easier. So how's everybody else doing today? Hey, Nicole. How's your day been going? I think I saw you on someone's sprint the other day or earlier today. I was sprinting for a bit on, let's see, we had Brittany, you had Shauna, Dreamcatcher. Who else was sprinting? I think Paul was sprinting a little bit earlier today, and Jess Owens was sprinting. Somebody else's channel I was sprinting on. I was a few different channels. I was all over the place. And then about, 40 minutes ago, I had to turn my phone down because I'm like, I'm running out of battery. Yeah, I'm at 54% now. So, but how's everybody's day been going? Mine has been pretty decent. I did a lot of diamond painting. I don't know what's going on there. Did a lot of diamond painting today because I finished my other book. And so I've been trying to take it easy. Today is the 25th. The last ThursTea, y'all. Okay, the last one, because we won't be consistently here on Thursday, but Tuesday still. Nicole says, doing well. I was on Shauna's and Brittany's for a bit. Yep, I think that's where I saw you. Good time as always. What are you drinking, Courtney? I am drinking some tea. Love a good tea, that is for sure. What do you like to drink? What is your favorite drinks? Let's see. Today is Thursday, right? So, just writing some notes about some other books and stuff. I need to get some stuff together, y'all. I didn't even put up any books or anything for this upcoming week or videos. So anyway, I'm just making some notes. What are y'all up to here? You ever think about giving a book a rating and then you're like, nah, I'm gonna go back. And change it up a little bit. I keep thinking about this one book. I'm like, I think I'm gonna change the rating. I think I did. And I need to make some notes because I'm gonna film next week, and I need to remember what I want to film about. I didn't make anything for this Saturday. This has been a very, very busy week for me, y'all. I have not had time to do too many things, and so I just have not. So, what's today is? I'm just making notes. Hold up. I'm just making a. I'm trying to figure out what my note I'm trying to put on here. Mm, mm, yeah. Can y'all believe April's almost over? It's crazy. Mm. All right, there we go. Y'all, okay, got it together. Got it together. Okay. Yummy tea. Yeah, I do enjoy a good tea. Oh, Lena, I see on your channel here you got it to where you can oh yeah, I'm here. I'm here. I tried to come to your channel the last 2 times for your lives, but it would not allow me to comment. So I just gave you a clicky click thumbs up. There we go. I love some tea. Oh, you like coffee. Okay. Do you drink decaf or do you drink caffeinated? And do you put anything in it? How do you like yours? I personally normally do my tea with nothing in it most of the time. Trying to keep it healthy is healthier if you don't put anything in it, but you also have to make it palatable, and that is definitely important. Nicole says, my go-to is water. Yep, that's always important. Coffee to wake up, tea if I'm cold or want to be cozy. Oh, you do it all. Okay, nothing wrong with that. I get you. I get you. I get you. Jaleesa says, hello, everyone. Working. Rarely do I change my rating. When I do is usually after a book club meeting. That's fair. I normally don't change a rating once I rate it in the system, but I make little notes for every book. I got my little handy dandy planner here. It's just a planner that I now make a reading planner. And so I put my little notes. Sometimes you're sitting there like, is it a 5 or is it a 4? Sometimes it's less. I feel like some books are automatic, blow it out the water, right? And then there's some books that you gotta digest it a little bit, and you're like, oh, it's really good, but then you keep thinking about it, and you're like, nah, that wasn't. Nah, that didn't make sense. And your rating goes down a little bit. So every book is different. Sometimes I struggle with that 3 to 4 star type thing. I feel like if something doesn't make sense, that's an automatic. If something, unless the book is overwhelmingly just amazing, if there's some parts, key parts that don't make sense, you're automatically at a 4. Then I'm going from there. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, most books, very rarely do I give a book a less than a 3. But, you never know. But yeah, but once it's in the system, it's rare, very rare. I'm going to go ahead and change my rating. Elena says, if you want to stop by and say hello. I did. I'm actually still on there. Oh, Mary's on there too. Trying to read with you as day you would stop streaming. Mary's giving you some comments, Elena. Jaleesa says, I rated the book a 1. Ooh. A 1 cutthroat. Dang. Okay, let's see about this. And DNF'd an audiobook after listening to it for an hour. So I'm going to try listening to Kerry Washington's book. Let me know what you think about Kerry Washington's book. I have not heard ranting rave reviews about it. Everybody has said something like she wasn't that forthcoming because she's a bit reserved. And so everybody pretty much said it wasn't a wow factor memoir, so I'm trying to figure out if it's something really worth, reading. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Kerry Washington anyway, so it's not something I think I would read. But I just haven't heard really granting things about it. So I want to know what you think about it from there. Did you finish A Little Life, by the way? And is that the 1 star? Is that the 1 star? Do tell, do tell. Hey, Jet. Hold up. Is it Jess or Jessica? Don't let me butcher your name. What would you like to be called? Well, hello. I need all the sprints today. Finishing the Scarlet Veil.
Hi guys,
What?
can you hear me?
Oh, that's Elena. Elena, I can hear you, but I'm going to turn you down here so we can sprint. I didn't know she was talking before. Okay, let me turn that down, y'all. Sprinting on sprinting, right? The Scarlet Veil. Why does that sound familiar? I don't know if I've read or heard of something that had the veil in it, but I don't know if it's what you're talking about. What is the Scarlet Veil about? Let me know. Let me know. Okay, I got to start my round robin of glasses, y'all. This is the only time I get to wear all these things, so I like to put them on. Helps with my eyes. Some of these are like blue light blocking. These are huge, and they're some of my favorite, although I don't like big glasses outside of here. Delisa says Cirque Berserk. Okay, there we go. 3.75. It would have been a 4 if it weren't for some things I personally didn't like during my reading experience. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. You know, I think a book rating has to do with how well you think the author wrote a book, and also your enjoyment of the book, and also kind of your feelings surrounding some of the material that's out there, you know? So I get it. So, but Cirque Berserk sounds like something you would recommend, right? And is Cirque Berserk more like a plot oriented book, or is it more one of those like psychological type things? This light, y'all, I don't know. Is that better? Y'all can still see me, right? This light bothers me. I'm like have makeshift stuff going on in this room, y'all, to get some light so y'all can see. I got like 3 lights and then a natural window. I still feel like it's dark. But this light's just like in my face. Let's see. Nicole says, I agree. If a book is not really good, choosing between 3 and 4 is hard. Yeah. I mean, I feel like a 3-star is still something that I don't think is bad. Like I would still recommend to somebody, just with a disclaimer. But a 4 and a 5, regardless of what problematic elements or whatever, I will still recommend all day, you know, because sometimes it's just something small, but I still will overwhelmingly like, you know, say stuff about. Like I'm sitting here thinking about a book that, like N.K. Jemisin, right? The 5th season, right here. Oh, girl, right? I was so torn, and I think it's because so many people talk so many good things about the Broken Earth trilogy, and I wanted to love it. And I think she has amazing writing, and I can see it. Like I was like, this is, you know, it was beautiful. But I was just like, I'm not vested, you know, but I recognize why so many people liked it, you know, and I was torn. And that's probably maybe only one of 2 books that I went, like initially I gave it a 5-star, but I kept thinking, am I 5-starring it because so many people are saying so many great things and I want to give it a 5-star, or do I truly feel it? Like I feel like it's deserving of all the stars in the world for the imagination of it, for the world building, the plot, you know, the emotion that you kind of feel in reading the book. I think it's all worthy of that. However, do I feel that like 5-star to me is like you knock that crap out the park, it's about to go down, you know, that type thing. And I just did not feel that way about it due to just me. And so I went back and I think I took a star off. I think it was a solid 4 across the board for the trilogy for me. Wasn't bad, but I wasn't overwhelmingly like, yes, I'm excited to read it, you know? But still amazing writing. And that's where I kind of get a little bit you know, in my feelings about, am I doing a service? I mean, it's just me, who am I anyway? But but I gave it a 4, which is still great. So I don't think anything bad of that. Not everything has to be a 5-star in order to be successful. But I mean, this has been out forever. Success already had. Ooh, kudos, MK. But yeah, but still overwhelmingly. And I've even had books that I've ranted and raved about that I didn't give 5 star. I've ranted and raved sometimes about 3 star books. But I always do a disclaimer. Like that was a book that I read that was awesome premise. I enjoyed it a lot, but it was the editing. I'm assuming it was the editing, and some of the writing was just horrible. Like needed to go back to the drawing board and go back to the not beta testers, I don't know, the editors or something. And I was torn between the 2 and the 3 because I was like, this book is awesome, great premise, but the execution in this book is so lacking. But I still recommend it to people all the time. Jaleesa said, we had the book club meeting last night and I didn't change my rating. Okay. There you go. Hey, 3.75 is there. Where it's at. Okay. So where are we at with A Little Life? Nicole says, hello. Nicole, you were reading. Oh my God. You're talking about it in the sprint earlier today, and I completely forgot what it was. I know it was a classic. Duh, right? What are you reading? Jaleesa says, I need to do the rating tag. Nicole tagged me in because I know I don't rate like most people. Y'all, I'm behind on all comments. I don't think I've checked comments in like a week and a half, maybe 2. Like, well, going through and check to be caught up. I've kind of like piecemeal, like went into a video or 2 and checked some, but yeah. I used to do tags all the time, and I don't know. Now it's an average every once in a while tag. I wrote 2 or 3 down the other day I was going to do, and I just did not do it. I don't know. I'm lacking motivation to film these days. But I used to do tags every week, and I just got away from that in the last 6, 7, 8 months. The tags are fun. If you ever tag me in that, I'm going to, just to be honest, I'm going to pick and choose which tags that I'm going to do instead of all of them. Because I used to get tagged on a lot, and I just got overwhelmed, I think. But it is interesting to see how people rate. I never really think about that. Jaleesa says, hey, Nicole, I had my Harney and Sons this morning and thought about you. What is a Harney and Sons? Let me know. Sounds like food. Hello, Alicia. Just joining, starting to cook dinner. That's always good. Got to eat. Be doing productivity with some chores. Battle of the Labyrinth at some point. Trying to reach the halfway point. Okay. So how far are you into it then? Do you think you're going to get there tonight for the halfway point? And what are you cooking? I cooked today. I cooked spaghetti, y'all. I worked out this morning, and then I went into making dinner. That's my new thing if I have time. Because I only cook on days I don't work anyway. But I was like, let me get this cooking thing over with. So dinner was made by 12 p.m. It was a very productive day today. I had to get my hot water heater changed out, and then we're going to get our HVAC switched over in the next 2 weeks. So I'm coming off some coins, y'all. But, I have a neighbor next door, really cool dude, He needs to clean out his yard for my resale value, but really cool dude. He hooked us up with this old retired plumber. Hopefully he did it right. But $200. That ain't bad. I tipped him very handsomely. So I'm hoping that everything works out. I have hot water, so thus far, it seems like a winner. We'll see. Jess is fine, either really. I think a lot of people shorten my name to Jess. I like Jessica out of habit. I say Jessica out of habit. I answer to both. Oh, okay, that's fine. I just like the idea of calling people what they want to be called. But I sometimes call you Kiwi too, but I know it's Jess or Jessica. Just want to make sure. You ever have people shorten your name, but you never said anything? Like my name is Courtney. I've never really had a nickname. However, I think as I've gotten older, people have decided to call me Court. Like even my family at times call me Court. And I was like, when did this become a thing? I don't know. I answer to it. It could be worse. Probably going to start Perfect Peace tonight. Ooh, okay. Look at that. Oh, look at that. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do for this, but this is going to be a great book. I'm excited to read this. This will be on my docket for next month. So I'm trying to figure out if we should do a live show for it and just get the smoke because, people have issues with, I think it's this St. Martin's Press. I think it's them. People are having issues with. I mean, but I feel like you can't appease everybody, okay? And I'm not trying to take sides with certain groups and all this other stuff, okay? But yeah, I do want to read this book. So I don't know. I think I'll make a little thing for it, and maybe in the beginning of June we'll talk about it. But it's going to be good, Kiana. Remember all the details. So when we have the show, or I don't know, I'm thinking, what do y'all think? For anybody that wants to read Perfect Peace with me. Oh, let me hold this back up. For those of y'all don't know, I was talking about this in my last spread. I want to read this book. If you know, you know. If not, look it up. I'm not going to talk about it now because I want to save it for a discussion. But I want to read this book. So if y'all are interested as well, let me know. I was thinking of having like a little, few people on the panel. We have a live discussion about this book, maybe sometime the beginning of June. If you're interested, let me know. I mean, maybe if not enough interest, maybe I'll make like a little story graph thing or whatever. But I think it's a very great book club, which this is like my book club discussion. I think it would be a good book to talk about. Very poignant. Not done with a little, really? Taking a break. Mira Grant, Rolling in the Deep. Maybe you should have read the ebook and not the audiobook. Oh, dang, girl. How many books you got? How many books you got in the mix there? A little life be lifing, girl. It's taking over your life. Oh, I get it. Jaleesa says, I would recommend Cirque Berserk. It's plot and character driven. It's a slasher, but also about friendship. If you read it, just remember, if I were chosen to leave the carnival, I'm not coming back. I'm the same way, y'all. I'm the same way. You don't want one of them carnivals where they can like touch you, like, what is that, McCamey Manor? Nicole says, I just rated a book a 2. I didn't like it, but it's super popular. I almost gave it 3, but that was a guilt. Thank you. A guilt. You don't want to be guilted into giving a book a higher rating. Yes, there we go. That's a perfect way of putting it. You feel like you're guilty of it for one reason or another. Okay, yes. Yeah, don't feel guilty. Hey, Bree, how you doing today? Nicole says we must have read the same bad book. Oh my God. Don't you love it? No such thing as bad books. We just have, well, maybe that's not true. Hello, Miss Talandria. How are you doing today? Welcome. The Woman in White. Yes, that's the book you said you were reading. That sounds familiar, but I don't know the premise of that. Give me a synopsis there. Jess says, hello, Nicole. You keeps disabling me. Yeah, I don't know why. Check your what do they call it? The overarching settings, like for your channel. It could be something that you put on there, like set for kids or something like that. So check your settings. That's probably why. Jaleesa says, I may give A Little Life a 4, a 5 if the last part sucks me in. Okay. See, here's my thing. The longer a book is, the more opportunity that book has to start, disappointing you. It's kind of like, how people say, like their second book syndrome and all that stuff when you have a series with multiple books. It's kind of like that. The longer the series goes on, I think the higher the expectations are, but it's more opportunity for something to get in the way of me liking it. So that's kind of one of those things as well of when I talk about like series and not wanting to read series. For one, wrap it up in one darn book, okay? And then 2 is the idea that if I'm loving this book, I don't want to not love it because the author did some jaggedy crap. And I'm like, what the freak? So that type thing. But I'm hoping you like it. Can you check? I don't know how I can check to see if something's wrong. Just check your settings. Reminds me I need to edit a video. Edit away. Editing is that chore, y'all. I've been getting better. I have this new thing that if I'm filming something and if it takes me more than 30 minutes to edit it, or I'll put an hour, then I think I'm going to scrap or just start cutting out stuff. I'm getting much more disillusioned with BookTube editing, and it's driving me nuts. So I am gonna do something about it. Right now I'm listening to the Phantom Toll Booth. Toll Booth or Toll Both? A middle grade. Okay. Is that a middle grade classic? I've never heard of that. Let me know. Hey, Mary, how are you doing? Came over to say hi and click the like. Thank you very much. If the rest of y'all are so inclined, I would appreciate it too. And if you aren't subscribed, go ahead and click that too. Alicia says, I'm only 50 pages into Battle of the Labyrinth and halfway is 180, but I have the audiobook at 2 times speed. Okay. You can get through it. You can get through it. Nicole says, cooking dinner by noon is the best thing ever, or at least prepping and making. Yes. Some are more intricate than others, but yes. Get it done early. Like we do leftovers in this house. I know some houses don't like leftovers. So to each his own, but yeah, I'm a leftover girly. So whenever I cook, there's at least enough for that day and the next day. But I have to work tomorrow. So I always bring lunch to work. So I got to make enough for me and the hubby and then enough for the next day after that. I hate when you stick your foot in a food. Like, no, not stick your foot. Put your foot in it, just cook really well. And it takes a lot of time and then it's just gone. It's like, nah, this sucker needs to last. Let's see. Jaleesa says, Harney & Sons is a tea brand. Oh, okay. Makes sense. Recommend the cinnamon tea and enjoying it. Peppermint. Oh, both of those sound delicious. Cinnamon and peppermint. Add licorice to the mix too. You may think that licorice, because I understand I'm not a huge fan of like black licorice. Now I can tear some red licorice up, but black licorice, I'm like, ugh. But black licorice tea is delicious. Okay, you don't even need sugar. It's like the cinnamon. So I would try that too if it has that as an option. Hey, Lexi, how you doing? Finished taking a walk with Ellie and been listening to Evidence of Love. Ooh, how is that? How are you liking Evidence of Love? I like that title. Hopefully you got a good walk because that's what I should have done today. It did not happen. Dinner is kids' choice, so they choose nuggets and French fries. Oh, no, correction. Dino nuggets and French fries. I'm not mad at it. Not mad at it at all. Shalandra says, I am also making supper. Everybody's in supper mood. It is 6:00 my time. So if you're in and around this time, I'm thinking it's dinner time. Yes. Except I just finished watching You Are What You Eat Twin Experiment. Uh-oh. And I want to throw all my food away. Don't watch things like that around the time to eat. It's not good. It's not good. Speaking of, we're going to go to sprints shortly, right? I am a glutton for punishment, y'all, okay? Because here's what I'm about to pick up, okay? Wait for it, right? I'm about to read this book. It's called The Jungle by Upton Sinclair. Now, this is actually a graphic depiction, but I remember when I was it middle school or high? I think it was middle school. A teacher read this book, like an excerpt, like a chapter or two from this book. I don't know when this graphic representation was from. Anyway, the teacher read, I think I might be this looks pretty crispy. I wonder, what does this put out? Oh, I can't sell it. Anyway, the teacher read from this book, right? It's about the meat packing industry and how it came to be, right? At least from my understanding. And I stopped eating meat I stopped eating beef and pork for 20 years after. So I'm a glutton for punishment for picking this up. But, I'm a sucker for graphic. And I've always thought it would be interesting to read this. But y'all, the meat packing, how we get our food is not pretty. Just keep that in mind, okay? You want to go on a diet, probably read something like this or what she's talking about. So this says it's a translated work in 2000, illustrated copyright in 2018, translation in 2019. When was the original published? Oh, I'm trying to figure out when the original illustrator Upton Sinclair, that's when he was born. Graphic novelization of the work Upton Sinclair, 1878 to 1968. So I'm assuming that's how long he lived. But when was the original? Oh, I don't know. That's when he was born. Oh, he was in New Jersey. I don't know when this one. 1906. I don't know. I don't know when the original. I can't see it right off the top of my hand, but I do like that it's a lady that illustrated and did this one. But I'm excited to read it. I'm going to start that today. All right. Let's see. Chat for YouTube is disabled. Yeah, I'm not sure why. Check your settings. It has to be with your settings. It's probably on child settings or something. Harney and Sons. Ooh, yeah. Goody, goody. I'm gonna have to check some of that out. Check your. Oh, see, there we go. We make a link. Hey, Nicole, if you're not running around, let me know. I can send you a link, okay? I know the rest of your artwork. Hot cinnamon sunset black tea. Ooh, that's fancy. Cinnamon sunset. Okay. I ain't mad at it. That's one. I haven't had it yet. Ooh, fancy. Y'all making me think I need to go up my tea game. My husband has like 20 million. He's a coffee hoarder in there. And I mean, to his credit, we got a lot of it for free. But tea, I don't get that same luxury. Okay, I'm like almost out. I have like one last pack of sleep tea, and that's it. And then my detox tea, I think I got 2 more servings. I still have some. I think it's chocolate peppermint tea in there, and then some rooibos, and that's it. Like, come on now. My name is actually Alexis Rose. Oh, okay. But my family has, since I was little, shortened it to Lexi because my cousin is close to my age and I mean Alexandra. I like that name, Alexandra. Always been Alex. And our names are similar. Okay. All great names. All great names. I have a niece-in-law, I guess you could call her. And her name is also Alexis, and we call her Lexi. So good name. So, are you okay with Lexi though? I like it. I like it. I like it. Leftovers in the fridge: beans, mushroom, Mexican corn rice. Noshing on that when I get home. There we go. Don't have to cook, and it tastes delicious. I bet. Nicole says, "I'm super interested, but I'm moving right then, so I'll just come and watch the read along if getting the book works." Okay. Yeah, it'll be a fun time. I think. Cousin who has my same name, first, middle, and last. Dang. Okay, that's interesting. Who stole off the who? You ever have a family member or a friend that steals your name? Like, okay, back before, you know, kid stuff or whatever with me, I had like the perfect name I'd always wanted to name a kid. Now it didn't work out, obviously, but one of Phil's friends who just started popping out baby after baby left and right, they named their second child the name that I wanted. So I was a little annoyed, but I never really told them it is just a coincidence. So I couldn't be mad at her. And her kid's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm like, okay, I ain't mad at it. At least the name gets used. Jaleesa says, I'm down for a read along. I'm going to dig through my book boxes tonight to find my copy. Okay, that works. That works. I will post something in the next week. Let me put that on here. I will post something in the next week and then see if we get any hate mail about supporting this this thingamabob. But it's always something, right? Let me see. Y'all, this month is going. Perfect peace. Is it read along? Readathon? Not readathon. Read. I guess it's read along, huh? Read along. I don't know. Okay. I might put something on Storygraph too. Do y'all have Storygraph? So how do you know who they are talking to, Key? Hold up. So how do you know who they are talking to? I'm not sure what you're talking about there. I must have lost track of something. Who's talking to who? Let me know. Lexi says, but my mom had the same convo with her sisters. Cousin was born first and our names are similar. Calculation, right? We don't live. Oh, okay. Same first, middle, and last name. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, it's good if you don't live close together, because then you definitely have to do like Kiana 1, Kiana 2, or Kiana or Kiano or something. Or Key, all that stuff. Oh, well, there you go. They did change it a little bit. Just be like her. Family's close. Only now we have a few people move further away. Mom and sister always together, and I'm always with my cousins. Oh, that ought to make for interesting. Trying to call people who, right? Hey, Kay, how are you doing? Lurking today to Hooked on Murder. I was going to say Hooked on Phonics. Crochet theme mystery. Oh, that's cool. I'm telling y'all, them cozies be killing it. If y'all want a cozy for something, it's for everything, right? Sprint cleaning. I like that, sprint cleaning. Well, thank you very much for hugging the like button. Much appreciated. Toll Booth, published 1961. Okay, that's cool. Okay, I never think of like middle grade and younger books like way back when, but definitely have them, right? Leftover girly. Cook twice a week and then eat leftovers. There you go. See, I have learned though, because sometimes, especially when my husband cooked, but I'm guilty of it too, of cooking too much. And then after like the second day, generally we kind of lose interest in it. So you got to definitely watch out of not cooking too much, but not too little, I would say anything over 3 days, it's a waste. And I don't like wasting food. They didn't know what they're missing. Next day food tastes better. Exactly. Some people just don't like it. Like, I hate when people are waste and just throw things away. Like, I have this coworker, every day at lunch, she brings like a meal and a salad, and she throws about 2/3 of the salad away. And I'm like, why? And she boasts all the time about how, yeah, my husband packs me a salad every day. But I'm sitting there watching. I'm like, but you're throwing 2/3 of it away every day. Why? I don't get it. 2 days a week leftovers, Wednesday. Oh, you have said days. Okay. Yeah, I would like to have set days that I have like eating out, but ours is random. Like, I try to have it on Tuesdays because after sprints, I really don't feel like cooking. But there's always something we can just heat up. So we don't have like a set we're eating out this day. It used to be because the place near us used to have like half price salads on Tuesdays. But you know how this climate these days, they have decreased the amount of the salad and increased the price by $1 or $2. And it's not even worth it anymore. So, and they always forget something. I hate when you order out and you pick it up and you're not really combing through it and they forget something. That burns me up because I'm a foodie. Don't mess with my food. That's fighting words, y'all. Evidence of Love is good. Nonfiction. Oh, I would not have thought. Okay, probably finish it tomorrow on my commute. Okay, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Jungle is good. Yeah. See, I never read it. The teacher read like a few chapters, and I was like, "That's interesting. I'm gonna stop eating meat." I was trying to become a vegetarian, but my mom compromised for chicken and seafood, so that's why we had a lot of chicken in my house. But I'm excited to see. Ooh, I'm hitting stuff to read that graphic version. I know. No, I already had dinner. I'm good. I'm glutton for punishment. We'll see if I can make it through, y'all. Oh, I'm done. Hello, Gareth. How you doing? I am definitely having a good week. I hope you are too. Oh, so make sure y'all check out Mr. Gareth right here. Book Songs of the Magic. Good time, okay? And he sings. Good for you for stop eating meat. I don't know. I still eat meat. Major change relates to my health and kids. Uh, by the way, the show. Ooh, there's a show. Ooh, okay. I'm about to check that one out. I like a show. I'll be able to join in a bit. I'm home now. Okay, cool. I'll send you a link to this first sprint. It's good. Not too spicy. It's smooth. One tea bag is strong enough for 60. Ooh, really? Okay. I like a big mug, so okay, cheers, Prefer Lexi. I've been called most of my life, but at work, everyone says Alexis. Oh, very formal. Ask me why I did put it if I prefer Lexi. It's like, look, y'all gonna call me whatever y'all want, right? Best friend named Jaleesa. Cool name. Spelled the same way, the origin from the same TV show. Really? Man, that's a coincidence, right? Man, all these names are getting shared. That's true. You don't normally put that K in there. That's true. Or if you want to go on like YouTube, they have those, they have those shows where they profile people with weird names. There was one girl named was Erica, but it was spelled like Erica. Oh my gosh, that was too funny, y'all. Hey, Lynn, how are you doing? Elena says, I had to delete the account. What? What is going on? Oh, that's probably why it says that one. Well, that's interesting. Okay, well, I don't know what's going on with your channel there, but hopefully you can figure that one out there, okay? Hold up, let me do this one thing here. Oh my gosh. Where is this thing here? All of y'all. Trying to find Nicole here. Nicole, what is your Nicole? IG me. I could have sworn I've talked to you on here before, but maybe I haven't. I don't see it. I don't get it. No. Come on here. Something ain't right. All right, Nicole, message me, please. Let's see. Hey, Christina, getting closer to Courtney's. Yeah, that's okay. That will be nice, but that is a waxing and waning. I gain 3, I lose 2. So I don't even look at that number anymore. I feel like the higher my subscriber count, the more disillusioned I get with the number. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate it. I'm all for it. Okay, subscribe. Jaleesa says, when people throw food away, I want to ask if they are familiar with the following struggle meals: scrambled egg sandwiches, mayo sandwiches, spam. Girl, spam is good. Don't be knocking spam, okay? Spam is not that bad. I am all for some spam, okay? Hold on, where is this? No, I didn't. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to find stuff, y'all, and I can't find it. But I like some spam. I bought some at the grocery store the other day because I saw something on TV and I was like, ooh, this would be really cool. And I found it and I enjoyed it. It was a good time. Good time. I don't know why I can't find this. Yeah, I don't see. I don't understand. Yeah, but I like spam. Mayo sandwiches. I don't know whether that's a thing or not. What do you put with it? Like cheese? I don't get it. But scrambled egg sandwiches ain't that bad. I would elect to have a scrambled egg sandwich. I wouldn't be too mad at that. I don't think so. But yes, I feel like wasting food is not okay. I've never been one of those. Ramen noodles is kind of like my struggle meal. Popcorn, which I mean, I'm gonna be real. I had popcorn for dinner last night, and I was completely happy. So those are things that not too bad. Is that share? Hold up. I think this is. Maybe I didn't. How in the world have I communicated with you in the past, Nicole? I don't know. I could be wrong. Okay, hopefully I'm putting nothing. All right. There we go. But yeah, you got to figure out them different meals that work for your budget, but don't waste food for sure. Canned meat. Vienna sausages is not where it's at. I have some of that. I actually have a can of potted meat as well. Potted meat just doesn't sound good. In my cabinet right now, I bought some from my husband, and he was like, "What is this?" Yeah, yeah, not good, not good. I can smell it now when I think of dog food and sardines, y'all. Potatoes is y'all talking about some good struggle meals. I'm okay with them. I don't like spam. I love scrambled egg sandwiches. Debating about having one tonight. Good time, good time, good time. Spam wasn't something I loved when I was a kid, but now I just don't like it's expensive. Like I bought one can just because my husband never had it. $3. That was for the generic one. The non-generic one was like $3.18. But I'm like $3 for a can of spam? That's crazy. I would probably buy it more if it wasn't so expensive. I ain't gonna lie, because it was pretty good. It's just salty. We were both like afterwards because it was salty. Mayo ran out of bologna. Ugh, bologna. I remember that back in the day. You know what? This book, The Jungle, is how I discovered what bologna and wieners were. And that is the reason I stopped eating bologna. Y'all. I don't know why I'm excited to get into this book. I love scrambled egg sandwiches. That's my go-to when I don't feel like thinking about the cook. Good. Not too bad, but I'm definitely not going to buy any more bologna. Okay, y'all, let's get to get this sprint. Okay, y'all. We talking y'all head off all day. Okay. Okay, we're gonna do 2, maybe 3 45s, but probably 2 and call it a day. Okay. So happy reading, y'all. See you in 45. Hello, hello, hello. Let me see. Hello. There we go. How you doing? Oh, I think you're on mute. Hold up. There you go. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, there you go. How are you doing, Miss Nicole?
I'm doing well. How are you, Courtney?
I'm good. I'm good. Doing some running around last minute. I was like, hold up. This bladder ain't gonna last through the next sprint. Let me go ahead and figure this out.
I know. I was doing the same at the very last minute. My husband walked in with dinner, so I was like, gotta mix my salad.
There we go. Hey, that's paramount. You got to get the meal right, okay? Otherwise, the day's not right. What did he? What type of salad?
It's like a chicken salad. Like it's like a regular salad with like chicken pieces on it.
Oh, okay, that
Yeah.
sounds pretty delicious. Delicious. I had spaghetti. Trying to get this background here. There we go. Well, I guess we can see that. Anyway, so how's your day?
It's been good. It's been good. I didn't really work today, and so had the day off and just got some stuff done around the house and been reading, so can't complain.
That's always a plus. A plus. So your book, the oh my God, I already forgot.
Woman in White.
Lady in White. There we go. Woman in White. Okay. So what period is that from, and what is it about?
So it's a Victorian period, so like mid to late 1800s in England, and it is a mystery. So it is basically a art teacher who's in his, I think, like early 30s.
Mhm.
He gets hired to go out to the countryside and teach two women, just painting, help them with their watercolor painting. But right before he leaves London, he mysteriously, on a night walk, runs into a young woman who seems to be running away from something.
Okay.
And she's dressed completely in white.
Okay.
And he helps her escape. Yeah. So he helps her, he basically gives her directions. And she kind of just tells him, don't tell anybody where I went. And so she kind of goes off. And so the rest of the book, he's trying to figure out, who is this woman? What was she doing out in the middle of the night? Because especially during that time period, that was unheard of. And sort of what's going on? What's the mystery here? And why does she keep coming up? Like there keeps being references to the woman in white and that kind of thing, even when he leaves London and goes out to the countryside. So it's a mystery.
It sounds pretty interesting. Is there a romance component, you think?
Yeah. There's a little romance. There's a little mystery. I'm thinking there's probably going to be some backstabbing or something.
Oh, speaking of not backstabbing, but I just saw Miss Adrian. Hello. How you doing? I just saw you there. Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
This is Adrian with Sister Harlem's Library here.
Hi, everybody.
Bigger. I don't know if I can make it bigger.
Oh, there we go.
I don't like that. I'd rather us be equal. I don't like that. Y'all like that layout?
I liked the other one better.
Yeah.
Okay, that one's better. It just seems like so much wasted space at the bottom. Like, what can we put there? Okay. Anyway, what are you reading, Miss Adrian? Or doing?
So I was drinking, but Demon's Dream is what I am reading. And I'm literally in the beginning of it. It's a 700 some odd page book. So I know some people know that I had started reading it before, but I had to put it down because work got hectic. So,
What was the title again?
Demon's Dream.
Demon's Dream. Okay, I was chewing at
Mhm.
the beginning.
It's a
Okay,
black mafia romance type of
hold
thing.
up, hold up. And you said 700 pages? I don't. Is this a whole family? Like everybody gets a chapter? What is 700 pages?
Well, right now it's been like each chapter highlights a different person. So yeah, it seems like that so far.
Maybe it's like 4 or 5 books in one or something. Because that's
But
like, what in the
It's
world?
it's one book, but I understand there's sequels after this. So see.
That's a thickums. Okay. Uh-huh.
Well,
Hmm.
you know, I like some books that are thick, so
But
this is par
it
for the
sounds like
course
a
for
good
me.
premise. I just, mafia romance, I kind of think like KU type thing. And I just think, you know,
Well, this is a
200
KU
pages or less.
Unlimited. This was free. This was the KU Unlimited, and so I'll see how I last with it because it is urban fiction, and I do not read urban fiction, so
Urban fiction's not for the faint
I
of heart.
literally got FOMO hearing about this book, and I was like, all right, I'll try it. And so so far it's fine. So far it's fine. So I'm just like, okay. I just, so much in the world going on. I just needed something that I could just lose myself in and not even think about it. So yeah.
Urban fiction be having some plots, I tell you. It's just
Uh,
the page count is what's just throwing me off,
yeah,
I'm just like, hold up, that's a lot.
it's a lot. It's a
Yeah,
lot.
if it's multiple books in one, I can get that. But that's a lot. Wow. Okay. Okay. Well, you
Mhm.
know what? I don't know if you know what's her name. Oh my gosh. Reading with Dr. B, Vanessa and then Coda, and they think there's somebody else. They have the hose for prose thing, whatever. Anyway, they read smutty books and there's smutella. I get them confused.
Mhm.
I have a note to look them up and I haven't really,
Yeah, it's
but
two separate things, but yeah.
yeah. But they have, so which one I think is hose for prose is doing the mafia romance for
And then
May.
Smutella is doing a cowboy thing.
I thought that was for April. Okay, so is that okay? I
Well,
gotta figure.
that was for April, so I don't think they're done though. But yeah.
Well, either way, it fits into something that's coming up. I still need to figure out what I'm reading in May, but okay. Okay, well, I'm hoping you're enjoying it. It should be a good old long time. All right, let's see
Yes,
what's in it. Oh,
768 pages to be exact.
dang. I don't know. I'm just dumbfounded at what you got to say. In 700 something pages in a mafia romance book. Like, is it kind of like, how KU books, like, not to say, because there's a time and a place for KU, and I was a KU girly for years, okay? But you know how KU books are kind of like, in a way, kind of cheesy, whatever. Well written. Many of them are very well written in the cheese factor, which, is still fine for me. But is it written kind of like that?
Um, no, it's actually not cheesy. It's very gritty.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, okay.
it's very gritty. So we shall see.
Okay,
We
so it's
shall
not like
see.
a smutty romance type mafia
Yeah,
book.
I haven't read Smut yet.
Oh, okay. 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 It might be completely different than what I think. Well, keep me
Hmm.
posted. I am now vested in what you are reading for
Hmm.
all these pages. All right, I'm sure it's gonna be a good time. Okay, what's the title? Oh,
Demon's Dream. Well, you can't
Demon's
really
Dream.
see it
Let
on
me
there. Yeah, by L.
Yes.
Kayson, Kayson.
Okay. All right. Demon's. I like the title. That's for sure.
Mhm.
All right. Good to go. Good to go. So the question that we had before, we were talking about a struggle meal, and Jaleesa was talking about like bologna sandwiches and mayo sandwiches and stuff. So Adrian, let us know what your struggle meal is.
I guess back in the day it was bologna Um, well, when I ate pork, it was spiced ham and cheese to be exact. Oh yeah, I used to love that back in the day.
That sounds good.
Um, I used to love that back in the day. Yeah, I guess that was it. Hmm.
I'm surprised I'm the only one that mentioned ramen noodles. But I guess like way back
Oh
in the
well,
day.
yeah, ramen noodles. Well, yeah, that was college. Definitely my freshman year, ramen noodles.
There we go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I lived
Yeah,
off ramen noodles and bananas and popcorn. That was what I ate probably my whole sophomore or not sophomore, freshman year.
especially if the food in the calf was terrible. Lord have mercy.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
Hmm.
Let's see. Jaleesa was talking about bologna to fry. Oh yeah, I remember putting it on the oven. Oh, you ever had the bologna with the little red ring around? You know what I'm talking about? The red ring that you can take off.
Oh yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yes,
That's a
yes.
real cheap one.
God, that was way back in the day. Because at first I was starting to say no, and then I said, "Oh yeah, I did have that."
Yeah, there's the ones you could buy where it's
Mhm.
pre-sliced, and then if you really want to be like real struggle, it's the loaf, like the
Right.
government assistance loaf or whatever, where you
Mhm.
cut it yourself. Yeah,
Mhm.
back in the day. Okay.
Yeah,
Jaleesa says, love scrambled egg sandwiches. I feel what I'm thinking of cook. Oh, I think I went through that one. Where was I at?
never
Hot dogs
had
and
that.
bologna. How it's made. Oh yeah. You ever watch that show, How It's Made? It talks about like different
Different things.
items, what goes
Hmm.
into it.
Oh,
Yeah. I think it would definitely change your opinion about food and things like that if you really know
Mm.
what went into it.
yeah.
Oh, I don't know if you're around, Adrian. So I'm reading, I don't know if you ever heard of this book, The Jungle by Upton
No.
Sinclair.
Uh-uh.
Yeah. Yeah, it was, I don't know what year this was. I should have looked that up. But it was way back in the day. This was written probably like in the 1940s, if not earlier.
Oh.
But it talks about immigrants coming over and then working in the meat packing industry or the meat production industry and how we got
Okay.
the different laws and the FDA and stuff. But this is a graphic novel, which is huge, mind you.
Hmm.
Of this, but it's an actual legit book. And I was saying earlier, I think it was like maybe middle school or something, where a teacher read like a paragraph or two out of this, and I stopped eating like beef and pork for like 20 years because of it. But very
Hmm.
interesting.
It's 1905. It's when it was.
1905?
Mhm.
Man, that's even earlier. Okay, yeah.
That's
Wow.
yeah. I thought it
Okay.
was in the 30s, 40s too. So
Yeah, well, the
Hmm.
immigrants just came off. They're from Lithuania, and they just got off the boat and are looking for jobs. And it was in 1899. So I'm like, how far did
okay.
I get into it? 68 pages into it. So just started, but pretty interesting thus far. I like a good condensed version, especially if it's like genres that I really wouldn't normally read. A good condensed graphic version suckers me right in. But yeah, hot dogs and bologna is how I discovered that book. Just from those few chapters the teacher taught me years ago is how I discovered what was hot dogs and bologna, and I stopped eating them for a period of time. Yeah.
Mm. Mhm.
Hello, Mama Jaleesa. How are you doing today? Thank you for coming. I hope you're doing good. Jaleesa says, hey to Mama. Oh, well, I'm going to live vicariously through Jaleesa's mama because me and Mama got into a little tiff taff, y'all. And yeah. So we're not speaking right now, but it's okay. It'll blow over, but you know, Mama's, it's Mama's, I didn't even send her the link this week because I'm still in my feelings. Maybe next week,
Space.
maybe week after
Space
that,
is
we'll be
good.
fine. Huh?
Space can be good.
Space
That-
is
that's fine.
good.
Yeah.
Although she
Yeah.
stays in Texas and I'm here, but that just shows you somebody can really piss you off. But it's okay. It'll come through. But
Yeah.
me and Mama are not speaking now. Okay.
Mhm.
Mama, I love you, but we need some space. Hey, Cherie, how are you doing? Listening to Appetite for Innocence by Lucinda Berry on the patio doing my
Nails.
Meals. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I like that. I like a good meal. I have not done it in a while. Appetite for Innocence. That sounds kind of dramatic and spicy. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Hope.
like a dark thriller or
Yeah, I
dark
was gonna say a
romance or
thriller
something.
also. Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds thrillery.
Could be. I'm thinking Lolita vibes. Lolita spicy spice or Lolita vibes. I'm not sure. Okay, well, I hope you enjoy it. It has a great title. I will say that. And you're able to sit outside. That is always nice. It was such a beautiful day today, but it was a bit chilly. How was it where y'all were at?
No, it was chilly here too. I don't know what the temperature is, but all day, especially inside, I've been going back and forth about whether I should throw a sweater on. So
Yeah, I was walking in and out this morning because I had my water heater changed, so I was kind of going in and out with the contract or whatever.
yeah.
But it was warmer, I think, this morning than it was like further throughout the day. But I don't know. But still nice. Not enough for like a huge coat. Like I had a little jacket on. Love that the weather's heating up. I will say that though.
Yeah, I needed to heat up some more. I can't
Yeah.
stand the cold weather.
As long as we won't have that rain. Oh my gosh. I just feel like
Yeah,
the rain has been horrible lately.
yeah.
And in New Jersey,
It's
the
been raining.
soil.
It's been raining since February, March.
Do you get a lot of flooding out there?
Um, in certain areas, not where I'm in the middle of Manhattan, so
Mhm.
I don't really. I might see patches, along the side of the street, but thankfully not, you know, going down my block. No.
Yeah. You probably have really good drainage systems out there because you don't,
Hmm.
everything goes underground. Out here we have horrible soil that doesn't really absorb anything. So it's just like
Um,
sitting there and I don't like it.
yeah, yeah.
Hello, Miss Dee Dee. How are you doing? Dropping in and say hi and tap the like button for I head to bed. I hope you have a good night. Sleep well. Sleep well without having to take melatonin. That means it's a good night.
Hmm.
Hey, Elises. How are you doing?
Hi,
At work.
Lacey's.
Making some money. Okay. Hopefully work ends shortly and soon. You got what, maybe an hour left, I guess? Hello, Jaleesa. Hello, hi. Hello, Carissa. How are you doing today? Hey, Chrissy, how are you doing, Miss Lady? My go-to struggle meal is PBJ with Doritos. Oh, I forgot about the peanut butter and jelly. How did I forget about that?
I'm not a jelly person. The peanut butter, yes. Jelly. Mm-mm.
Back in the day, I used to be the PB and J. I mean, I don't do it now because I'm always thinking about calories and all that stuff. But PB and J was the go-to. I like the Bama. You know the Bama where it's mixed together.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah.
oh, I love that. Like even when I became an adult, like when I first got my first few jobs, I would always keep rice cakes and Bama in my drawer, and that was a snack for me. I would put the Bama on the. Oh, it was delicious. I loved it. Oh my god! And you can't go wrong with Doritos. I mean, come on now.
Yeah, I love Doritos. I
uh,
love Doritos.
Chrissy is flipping back and forth between Skin by Ted Decker. I was thinking she was going to say that N.K. Jemisin book, Emergency Skin, and Empire of Gold by S.A. Chakraborty.
Chocolate. Yeah, yeah.
Say that again?
You're saying it right. I'm
Oh, okay.
butchering it. I'm like,
Have you read them?
no, not at all. But I'm familiar with the second book though.
Oh, okay.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, I think Empire of Gold, I think, is the second book in the City of
Yeah,
Brass.
City and Brass. That's
Oh,
right.
Mhm.
oh, okay. It's in that series.
The
Okay.
Yeah, it's a
trilogy.
series. Yeah.
The trilogy. It's a trilogy, right?
Yeah, I think it's a trilogy, and then there's like a small like novella that fits in there
Um,
somewhere. But yeah,
Oh,
a
it gave
trilogy.
me fantasy with the title, but I didn't know exactly what it was. Okay. Okay. I've heard City of Brass is pretty good, so hopefully you're
mhm.
enjoying all of that. Says, my friend, so glad I am able to catch up on some sprints. Awesome. Right on time for some evening. PB and J. Yeah, I like both of those things. I need to get on board with that one. Hey, Amal, how are you doing today? Quick meal of noodles, especially before an online class that lasts more than 2 hours. Noodles are always a good go-to. The only thing is, as I get older, I can't handle carbs very well. I have too many carbs in one sitting, and I'm about to be like comatose for like at least 20 minutes afterwards. It's just, it's a wrap. Like I had Qdoba the other day, and my husband was laughing because within like 10 minutes of eating it, I was already asleep and I could not stay awake. I just cannot handle it, but I love some carbs.
Yeah, I bought some turkey meat today, and I have plenty of pasta here, so I'm gonna cook up something tonight. And I got some spicy marinara sauce, so I'm gonna fix something.
Ooh,
That's what I have
that
to
sounds
taste.
good. I never find spicy marinara. I wouldn't mind with some spice. I love spice for anything that I always get a spicy version. I've never seen spicy marinara in the store.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really fried Diablo.
Ooh, yeah.
That's what it is. Mm-hmm.
That sounds good. Yeah, today I just had some ground turkey. I put that with, I had some stir fry seasoning. It was basically bell peppers and onions. I mixed that, and then I had some crushed tomatoes in a can that I've had forever. So I just kind of made my own sauce with that. It's a simple meal with that, but it was pretty good. Very fragrant for the house.
Okay.
Hopefully keep hearing this. I don't know what's going on outside. I keep hearing like sounds like somebody's offloading something right in front of my house. I may have to figure out what that is shortly. 30% of Falling for Gage by Mia Sheridan. I have read a Mia Sheridan book. I'm trying to remember which that was. And I've heard for Falling for Gage. Hold up a sec. Let me look. Is that All the Little Raindrops? All the Little Raindrops by Mia Sheridan. Yep, that was it. Oh, see, look at my brain. I got it. All the Little Raindrops by Mia Sheridan. That's a really good book. Yeah, I like her writing. She does a pretty good writing, kind of like psychological thriller suspense. But I recommend, I haven't read Falling for Gage, but All the Little Raindrops was really good. It's about like these two people that are abducted and they got to figure out why. But really, really good book. I enjoyed it a lot. Ashley, hello, Ashley Absurd. I like that. Going to be reading Tahara in Bloom. Ooh, sounds like a romance. What is that? Christina says, going to have supper with the boys, but get back before you're done, leaving you up. Oh, thank you very much. Have a beautiful rest of the day. We shall. You too as well. Enjoy that quality family time. I always like that. Kiana's going to go do some training. Okay, Miss Lady, I'm sure I'll find you on somebody else's sprint later on. Absorb the training, lady, okay? Elena, page 77, Book of Trouble. Ooh, that's always something fun, right? What type of trouble are y'all getting into? Hey, Nicole, everybody said hi. Hello, hello. Love your hair. Thank you. You know, big hair don't care, right? 4 pages, but I did join with only 5 minutes left. Okay, hey, you know what? A page read is a page read, okay? Lexi says, took a shower, switched to the Maiden. The Maiden. And, and the Unseen. Is that 2 different books or is that one? I think that's one. I was thinking the Maiden. Is that the one? No, I'm thinking of the Margaret Atwood. I'm thinking of the Housemaid. I don't know why I was thinking the Maiden. No, isn't there a book called The Maidens that everybody's been talking about lately?
Is it the Maiden or the Maid?
Okay, there's the Maids, but I'm thinking of the Maidens. There's some book everybody keeps talking. Well, it's still not the book she's talking about, but there's a book everybody keeps talking about called The Maidens. I keep hearing about.
It sounds familiar. It does, like,
Yeah,
the Maiden
it
sounds familiar.
Yeah, here you go. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if y'all can really see
that.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I was thinking right there. Okay.
Night the Ladies, right?
Yeah, yep. That's quite a name.
Yeah. That came out. Didn't that come out a couple years ago?
Yeah.
404 pages, 2003.
Oh, quite a
What's the
while.
review? Oh, is Maidens the sequel to The Silent Patient? Yes, it is. Oh, it's actually said before The Silent Patient.
Oh, okay.
2001.
I know a lot of people were reading The Silent Patient recently, so it might have been that they were reading that as well.
Yeah. It came out in 2021.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I was set to read The Silent Patient. Somebody, I think it was Nicole at Dusty Book Sniffers. This was like, oh my God, sometime last year. And I think I just discovered her. And I was like, let me get on board with this cool lady. And I was like, let me read this book. And then I just did it. But I stayed in her circle. But I was like, I didn't read this book. I was like, no. Let's see. Laundry and ready to make a scrambled egg. See, that seems to be a go-to for a lot of people. I don't really normally have breakfast for dinner. Do y'all have that a lot?
I like breakfast for dinner, but we don't have it often. And I never think to make a scrambled egg sandwich.
Me neither.
Even though I would like that, but it would never cross my mind.
No, it would never cross my mind either.
Yeah, I just don't think of that at all. I'll just have random stuff. Like if I don't want to make dinner, I'll just pick up, like I'll just snack, have random stuff. Like I had popcorn for dinner yesterday. Like I just was like, I'm not trying to cook anything. My husband had already snacked. He's like, we have a Dollar Tree like 3 blocks away, and for some reason he acts like I don't cook for him or whatever. So he'll go to Dollar Tree and get like these Eggos or this. He's on a kick where he's buying this. It's like these French toast stick things or whatever, where you can like break them apart. And so he'll just be eating that throughout the day, and then dinner comes and he's not hungry. Well, I was like, I'm not cooking. Then if I don't need a meal for lunch the next day and I don't feel like cooking, then I'm just not going to if he's not really going to eat it. So we just snacked. Hashtag it's just us, no kids, to be a role model for. Yeah. You can have that for dinner, right? Hi, Nicole. Let's see. Jaleesa read a chapter of Thicker Than Water, enjoying Carrie's a good storyteller. Yeah, the Kerry Washington memoir. Well, hopefully you're liking it, okay? Hopefully, let me know if there's any really good stuff that pops up. Hello, Denise. How are you doing? Already. Say again?
I read that last year.
Yeah, I remember you were talking about the one part. I'm not going to spoil it for Jaleesa, but yeah, a lot of people were saying it was good, but wasn't like wow factor, you know?
Nope, exactly.
Yeah. 38 pages left in A Gentleman in Moscow. Hopefully you're enjoying A Gentleman in Moscow. I've never heard of that.
Sounds intriguing.
Yeah. Host for Pros is Hello Nikki Novels. The book Travert, Brianna, and Vanessa. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I keep getting those confused. For some reason, they're just not clicking in my brain right there. I know I saw a little sprint thing that came up the other day, and I saw Mafia. Solange says, glad I got to see you. I work overnight, so I'm going to catch some sleep. Happy sprint. See you in the next one. Okay, have a good sleep. Like I said, good sleep without melatonin is a good time. Okay, I take a lot of melatonin. That's why I say that. Angela's had Christina. Struggle meal is pasta. Pasta is a pretty simple struggle meal too, and pasta is not super expensive either. Buttered noodles, red sauce, pesto, 2 ingredients. Pesto, 2 ingredients, and it will last a few days. See, pesto is kind of expensive. I don't think it's pesto as like a struggle meal, but it depends on where you come from. Like I didn't really grow up with pesto. Like I was probably in college before I even knew what pesto was, because we just had red sauce and call it a day.
So my sister introduced me to pesto. I'm like, what's this green stuff? What's this?
It's pretty good. like if you do it right, it tastes almost kind of like cheesy butter. I don't know, but
Yeah,
yeah, I like that.
it is good, but I was like, what is this? I had never heard of it before. So
Yeah. Yeah, it's not one of those things that like are widely, because I think it's more, at least in my circles, it's more expensive than like a red marinara or something like that, you know. So you don't really see it in a lot of different places. So, but yeah, pasta is that's a good struggle meal too. I never had buttered noodles though. My husband introduced me to buttered noodles. I was like, oh, I got these noodles. You know, you have sometimes if you make too much pasta, but then you don't have enough sauce. And I'm like, oh, I don't really want to make a whole nother sauce. He was like, just put some butter on the noodles. I was like, butter on the noodles? Who does that? I never had that before. It was okay. It was not my favorite, but he liked it. Elena says hello to Alexis. Jaleesa said, if my mama is still here, she'll tell you how we used to buy block cheese, cut it off, and eat it with saltines. I've done that. Or eat peanut butter on a spoon. We weren't poor, but we definitely didn't eat out much. Yeah. We were the same way. Or, I mean, we used to put that peanut butter on saltine crackers too. You know, you do what you got to do when bread runs out. Crackers last longer than bread. So I'm just saying, it's made from the same thing. Figure it out. Elena says, hello, everybody. Jess says, I read 5 chapters and I've started to try and clean out my computer. I don't have enough space to even start my editing. Woo, wow. Okay. You must have I guess you don't have like an internet-based editing software thing. Well, get rid of old videos. When I first started BookTube, I used to save my videos, but instead of doing them on the computer, because I very quickly learned I got rid of space very quickly. I had like not a flash. Is it a flash drive? Yeah, like a little
drive.
SD card that I would put them on. But I'm like, why? They're already on YouTube. Like, so I don't really keep them. Like I have editing software that it's in there, but what do I really need it for anyway? So I don't. Do y'all save your videos?
I did when I first started, but it was the same thing. I started running out of space on my flash drives, and then I really stopped and I thought about it, and I was like, what do I really need to save these for? Because I'm never about to do a montage of like all my videos. So
yeah, and I just recently got rid of them on my phone because my space, I was like, this doesn't make any sense. It's already on YouTube. Why am I keeping this here? So
I'm the same way. Like once I upload into the editing software from my phone or my camera, depending on which one I filmed it on, I immediately delete and free up space on that. And then I make it on the editing software and then submit up to YouTube. And then that's it. So it's in the editing software. If at some point they purge, which I think they give me a certain amount that they save and then they start deleting, but I never go back to it.
What editing software do you use, Courtney?
Well, I use Chromebook. So the only editing software compatible is WeVideo.
Okay.
Which I don't recommend. So don't write that down. It's one of the cheapest, I think, in my opinion, based off the looking at different ones. But I only use it for the sole purpose that Chromebook, while is very affordable, is not compatible with a lot of different software out there. It's like I have a expensive camera that was like a total impulse purchase that I don't really need, but I have that what do they call it? That G7X Mark, whatever. Anyway, I got a nice expensive Canon camera, but I can't connect it directly to my computer because Chromebook is not compatible with most software out there. So I have to have the SD card and put the SD card in the computer and all that mess. It's annoying, but you know.
Yeah.
But Chromebook is affordable.
Yeah.
And it's like it's internet based. So I can, send things from my phone directly to my computer. And like when I switch computers from one to another, because they're both Chromebook, all of my tabs, you know how normally you have to set up a new computer and send files to yourself and stuff? I didn't have to do any of that stuff. Or I opened this computer up and bam, as soon as I logged in, all my tabs, all my favorites, everything was there.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
it just depends on what you need it for. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And for my purposes, I mean, I don't do a lot of stuff with the computer. So Chromebook is very simple. It's easy. I think this computer, what the hell? We got this one at a Black Friday deal because we needed another computer last year. I think this was it even $300? It was probably less than what, 250, something like that. So very affordable, but you know, it's a pain in the butt though at times, though, just the whole lack of compatibility. But the way that I do things is fine. But WeVideo is very like basic. Like I see people do a lot of really fun stuff with their videos. Not that I friggin' have the time or the desire, but you know, it's basic. You know, what do
Yeah.
y'all use?
I just use what's on my computer. So I have a Windows computer, so I just use Microsoft Clipchamp. And that's just the one that basically comes on a basic, computer.
That's good. See, mine didn't come with that. I was trying to figure out a way that I didn't have to purchase the software, but it's only like $100 for the entire year. But I don't know. I think when it expired, I was going to try to see if I can find something else that's internet based, because this one's internet based too. It's an app you download, but I was going to try to find something that was free.
Clipchamp is free and it's internet based, and I'm pretty sure, I don't know if you'd be able to download it onto your Chromebook, but it's an app based program, and they have a free level, and I only use the free version of it.
Oh, okay.
So, and it's okay.
Okay.
It can definitely get a little jumpy at times with depending on what my internet's doing, but you know.
Yeah, I just use my cell phone, so I don't do anything fancy yet. So, and I haven't done any long videos. So,
Yeah. See, with mine, I'm always like stuttering over stuff or whatever, or something goes wrong. So I need something that like I can clip in between, like stop, cut, all that stuff, pauses and everything. So yeah, talking in front of the camera, just like organically talking, is just not for me. But yeah, I'm gonna check out some free. I start going Clipchamp here. Maybe I can see if I can utilize that. I can't remember when my WeVideo last expired, but I'm gonna take a look at that to see if I can find some alternate free stuff, because me likes free a lot. Yeah, a lot of people use like Kenny Master. I think that's another popular one and all. But editing software can get kind of crazed. I like what people use with their like thumbnails and stuff. I don't know what they use for that, because like I use my phone for thumbnails, but I don't have like a lot of really like cool features or whatever that's included with the my phone, where I can like some people do like an outline of themselves when they clip themselves out of video, things like that. Mine doesn't have that.
I use Canva, and I use the free version of it.
I do too. It's on my phone.
A lot of people seem like they use Canva, either the free or the paid version.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I tried to use Canva, and then it after I made 2 thumbnails. I think it was like maybe my first 2, and then it said I had to convert to a free, or not, to a paid version. It was like $10 a month, and I was like, I thought this was free.
You know what it is that if you're using templates, some of the templates are paid and some of them are free. So maybe that was it, but you should be able to. I mean, I have every thumbnail I've ever made is still listed under projects, and I don't pay for Canva.
Huh. Maybe I need to go back and revisit Canva. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm writing all this stuff down.
Yeah.
Okay. Canva and Clipchamp. Okay. Got to figure it out. I may be leaving something on the table because I haven't figured it out since the last time. But I know it's been a while since I tried Canva. I tried like my first few months of BookTube, and it kept saying that, okay, you need to pay. You've run out of data. And I'm like, I thought this was free. So I thought maybe after a certain amount of data, then you have to pay.
No, I'm still using it.
Mhm.
All right, I'm gonna look at that one again. And you can upload things and everything, no issues, right?
Mhm. Yep.
Yep.
All right. All right. Maybe I did something wrong. Okay, that works. I might have clicked on something. It wouldn't be the first time. Okay. I learned something new. Y'all have any other knowledge you want to impart? What? 40 minutes left of work. Awesome. Okay. Oh, mac and cheese with tuna. I don't know about the tuna part, but mac and cheese is definitely a good struggle meal too.
Those are separate. They don't intertwine.
Really?
I, I don't put that together.
Really? I don't mind it. That's what tuna helper is. Mac and cheese with tuna. You don't have tuna helper?
No.
No. Oh, gotta try it. Nicole's laughing. What? You're not a tuna helper either?
Oh no, I like the combination. Like I wouldn't do like cheesy mac and cheese with tuna, but I do tuna helper. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do tuna helper like if I buy the box, but if I had like just regular mac and cheese, I wouldn't just add a can of tuna to it. So it's not like that. But tuna helper
That's
is
what I was picturing in my head. I was like, oh no.
Nah, if you have a box of mac and cheese, just leave that by itself. You don't need to add nothing to it. Or some bacon. That sounds good.
Oh, that's
Hey,
different.
Peter. How are you doing, Miss Lady? Kay says tuna mac is the struggle meal. Tonight's supper is chicken bits. Chicken bits. What's chicken? Oh, BLTs. Oh my gosh, y'all. Ooh, where are my eyes? Okay. Okay, BLTs. Okay, that sounds good. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Jessica says, I'd have to say my go-to struggle meal for me in the pocket would be Pacific Island chop suey. Comforting, and there's always so many leftovers. That is the fanciest struggle meal I think I have heard. I can't say I've had that, I don't think, but it sounds very fancy. Breakfast, dinner, about once every other month. Don't ever eat actual breakfast. I keep breakfast very simple because I feel like there's so many good things to eat throughout the day. So I don't want to just waste all my time and energy and money and effort on breakfast. Breakfast to me is one of those meals to get food in my belly so I can take pills and get to the next meal. Sounds funny, but I would say my go-to meal is spaghetti. That's a good one because I've never had to buy beef since my family owns an Angus cattle farm. What? Oh, girl, I know you eating good in the house. Okay. I ain't mad at that. I bet you your fridge is stocked. You probably got a deep freezer with like, you know, when you go to the butcher and you have like the paper wrapped meat.
Yeah, she's got the whole cow.
Exactly. You
Buy
have
the
like
whole cow.
labeled like shank. What's some other term? The flank, like those terms. You got it labeled exactly what is hoof in black marker. Okay. I ain't mad at you. I've started eating more beef lately. Okay. So I ain't mad at you. Okay. And you know, this day and age, you gotta save some money. So go right ahead. Pesto is $5 back in the day. Yeah, that's a lot for me. That's a lot for me now. But plus pesto is basil oil, lemon, salt. You can probably make it yourself if you have ingredients at home. I can do without the pine nut. There's nuts in it? Okay. We had a store that had all the things uber affordable. Yeah, I think it all depends on your culture, not only just your culture of you, but also the culture that's around you. And so that wasn't something like near me that we had. We were ramen noodles, whatever ragu made. And back in the day, ragu was expensive for us. Okay. I mean, I still do great.
Now it's cheap. Now it's cheap.
Yeah. Yeah, there's ragu. What's the other one? Starts with a presto. Presto was a
Presto.
Presto. Yeah. Those were the things right back in the day, y'all. Mama Jaleesa says we don't eat fast food much. Yeah, it's probably a good thing. And they get your order wrong when you go there anyway, and that's annoying too. So, what camera do you guys recommend? I either need a new laptop or a camera because everything is so grainy at the moment. What do y'all recommend?
So I have a web camera that I use that I just USB into my computer, and it's an anchor work. I can email you a link, Jessica, to what I have, and it was under $100. So I don't know what price range you're looking for, but if you look at my early videos versus like my first like 5-10 videos versus my one now, you'll see the difference, because I had the same problem where if my lighting wasn't perfectly bright enough, my videos would be really grainy.
I think lighting plays a huge issue, truthfully. Like when I film, and there's a lot of people, truthfully, that film strictly on their cell phone. And cell phone cameras these days have come a long way. Like I personally don't think I need the camera that I got. I got that G7X Mark II, which a lot of people for those vlogging cameras that are motion and going places use. Totally not needed. It was a $700 purchase I really don't need.
Yeah, I think if you're not like actually planning on vlogging and moving around, I think the average like booktuber, especially because we're doing like these shots, you don't really need a camera.
I agree. The cell phone is highly efficient. And like you said, having like using a computer, or even I've heard of some people use like the webcam camera that you stick right on the top of your computer. I mean, I've had all of those with no problems. I think a big thing with a lot of those just has to do with lighting. Have a flood of lighting. Because even now, like here, I'm using my laptop computer, my laptop camera here. And so I just have to make sure I have a lot of lighting, because if I like move too much or whatever, I'll know if I don't have enough lighting, because I'll see kind of like a trail. And that's when I'll start be like, okay, I got to turn on lights. That's why I have a ring light here, is to eliminate like all those little shadows. But like, I don't mind bad lighting for a sprint, because I've seen some people with their sprint where you can barely see them, but we're just talking, But
like my lighting is really bad right now. Like,
it looks good though. It looks completely
No,
clear.
it's not. It's good. I've seen people that it's dark.
Yeah.
I purposely put this because I didn't want you all to see the mess behind me. But yeah.
I like that you can have the background. Mine never. Well, you must have a plain background in back of you, right, Adrian?
No, actually no. Mm-mm.
Oh, see, mine doesn't come through my background when I do a background, unless it's like a clear wall, which I don't have. So that's why I just put a background here.
And this is actually a picture that I took from, I think I told you, somebody's balcony. I was at somebody's apartment.
That's nice.
In Lower Manhattan, and this is from their apartment. I took it on my cell phone.
Hey, go to some other people's apartments and take some more photos so we can see, get a collage of where you live. Yeah, but you don't need, that's one thing I will say about BookTube. You don't need fancy equipment. I was having issues with the cell phone when I first got into BookTube, of like videos taking too much time and all this other stuff. And I've since switched cell phones, and I've also switched computers, and my computer needed to be updated. And so when I updated my computer, it made a world of difference in my editing. Like I cut editing down like over half the amount of time. So I think it just depends on just if you have updated enough equipment to do, what you need to do. But you don't need fancy. Like, we're a sit down talk type platform, and that's adequate. Like, I don't need people to be running around doing stuff. And even vlogging, I mean, some people even vlog like if they're having different shots on their phone in different places. I mean, I don't know. Overall, I don't think we're too particular about that. Just have a book handy. Like, that's the main thing. Can we see and can we hear you? And you got a book, whether it's on the screen like virtual, or it's not like other platforms within YouTube where you got to be super fancy and stuff. So Canva. Okay, we got some more Canvas in the house. Every thumbnail, some text I put on the screen, graphics, all of it I did free on Canva. I need to go back to Canva, because Canva is like Canva. I don't know. I want to do like, you have those people have like those, like their words and they're rounded and stuff like that. My phone doesn't do all that stuff.
Canva.
Yeah, go check out Canva again, because it, like I said, like you just have to be careful, because if you use the templates, it'll tell you that like some of the templates are paid and some of them are filtered. I mean, free, and you can set the filter to only show you the free ones. Or if you design your own, it'll tell you if you are at a free level or whatever.
I might have been at something that wasn't free. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, y'all have convinced me to go back to Canva and check it out.
We're
I
gonna be
do
looking
like.
for those thumbnails.
Say again.
We're gonna be looking for those Canva made thumbnails.
Oh, don't be looking for anything too spiffy, but as long as I can do it on the cell phone. And with my editing software, which I pay for a year in advance because it's cheaper. I can't remember when it upped. I know it was last year sometime. But I will be looking at Clipchamp and anything else somebody may recommend in the meantime to for the editing software there. Definitely need some of that in my life, that's for sure. But I'm trying to be more efficient in my editing game because it takes too much time. Too much time. Oh my gosh, what I lost where I was at. Here we go. We're gonna do one more sprint, y'all. I know we're getting through some comments here. Every thumbnail, some text. Oh, you do Canva, okay? And Alyssa says 15 more minutes for work. Lynn says I've been through the gutter, but tuna mac. Tuna mac is good. I'm okay with tuna mac. Tuna mac is good. Sometimes you can even switch it up. Put some ground meat. Put a little bacon bits in there. Hook it up. I'm a big fan of throwing vegetables in anything, like pack of frozen vegetables or something, just to make it a one-pot meal, make it a little healthier. Exactly. Several deep freezers at my mom's. Oh, several. See, several. 2 are dedicated to the beef. 1 is dedicated to the chicken. Wow, y'all get particular because we also raise meat chickens, and another is dedicated to random frozen items. Y'all eat good. I guarantee you. Y'all are some healthy folks in there. Strong folks, right? Just put your vegetables in there. Do you have a vegetable garden too? That's one of those things when I move. I already have my little grow bags. Instead of getting pots, it's grow bags that you do where I'm going to create a vegetable garden. But I don't want to dig in the dirt. So I'm going to have my bags so I can do it there. It's going to be on. We'll see what I make. Please, Nicole.
I already emailed you, Jessica.
There you go. Nicole. Notes, Nicole.
Yeah.
Noteworthy? Yeah, okay. Trying to differentiate from Dusty Book Sniffers. Ragu and Prego. Oh my gosh. I said Presto. Isn't there a Presto though?
I thought there was too. I was with you on the Presto.
I know, me too.
But it is Prego.
You know what? Presto, I think, makes kitchen appliances. I think I have a Presto rice maker. I don't know. I'm not invested enough to look it up either. Veggie garden. Okay. So y'all don't go to the grocery store very often, though. Okay. We have an apple orchard and a grapevine. Oh man, we got money in the house. Okay. I ain't mad at you, Lexi. Okay, I want to go to your place and just the hills are alive.
You eat a good feast, right?
Say again.
I said have a good feast of food.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Just cook a meal right from the source. That's what I'm talking about. I am not mad at that at all. Oh yeah, let's get to this sprint. We've been talking a minute, but it's good time. Okay. We're gonna do a 45. Y'all okay with that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we got 45 up in the house. Happy reading. See you in 45. Make it count. Ooh, here is. Oh, there we go. Oh my God. I was just complaining about how many clicks is it going to take to unmute. I clicked it like 4 times. And I was like, okay, it's unmuted. And I started talking, and then it was still muted. Restream is, oh, hold up. We're not even equal. What? Come on. Where are we at? No, that's not that. Y'all, Restream, there we go, is a pain in the butt. I tell y'all, I'm not a fan of Restream. I don't recommend it. I use it because I'm too lazy to go and look at another streaming service, but I don't recommend Restream. I'm just going to be honest. I like it because it's free, and like a lot of these little backgrounds that I do, they're all baseline within this free system. So I really do like that, but I don't recommend it.
Not user friendly, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's user friendly. It's just that it lags, and you have to really be careful when you are like clicking on things. But as far as with baseline, you have a lot that comes with it. Like I love all these little backgrounds, and then you have like the video clips. Like you have a lot to offer. Play around with it if you ever care. But I mean, I haven't looked at other services to know what they have to offer besides StreamYard, which doesn't really offer you much baseline at all. And then you get like 20 hours of I guess at baseline.
Right.
But I mean, you can have multiple email addresses because that's what I do. But Restream, you get like graphics and things that are included, which I really like. It's just that I feel like it does have a lag to it and kind of glitchy. Because I've played back my streams and I'm like, I'll look like I'm doing this, then this, and this, and this. And I'm like, what am I doing? It looks, because it's so, I mean, I don't know who goes back and looks at it, but it just looks like it's pixelated or whatever, like you're jumping from one frame to another.
Oh, so like the replay of it is glitchy.
Yeah. I don't know what it looks like to people on the screen now, but I do feel like it is glitchy. Like when I was looking at it yesterday, because sometimes I'll look back to see like just kind of how things went or whatever for a little bit. And I was just like, why am I here? It was like this.
Oh. Yeah, I could say
like clips.
Yeah, I could say normally when I'm watching your stream, it's not like that, but yeah, that's interesting. That would be interesting if it then like the recording that it leaves is more glitchy even than when you're live streaming.
Exactly. So is that, I mean, and it could have just been what I was looking at it on my Kindle, which I'm newer to looking at it on the Kindle because my other computer broke. But so it could be that, but I did notice that on 2 of my streams when I was looking at it. But it's the playback. I mean, in reality, how many times are people really looking at a playback sprint,
Yeah.
But I noticed that. But the big thing is that like when you're using it and when you're going through like the chats and stuff, it's like there's a lag. Like with StreamYard, not StreamYard. Yeah, StreamYard. StreamYard has a lag anyway. Like StreamYard has like a 10-second lag from what's on screen to what people see.
Right.
But Restream has like a lag. Like when I click on comments, it's like a 1-2 second lag from the time that I click from the time that you actually see it.
Right.
Like I'll do this one, like click.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like it takes a second to load.
Yeah, that was like a 4-second lag right there from me clicking on it. Let me see this one. 2, 3. Yeah, see, it's like a 3-second lag from the time I click on it from the time you see it. So it's a bit of a pain, but that's why you normally see like I'm talking about a comment, or what I'll normally do is click on it and wait till I see it before I actually, discuss it. But anyway, it's just one of those things. But you get what you pay for.
Yeah, you gotta pick your poisons, right? Like
exactly.
Yeah.
So that said, how was that sprint?
It was good. I'm making some good progress in my book. I ate my dinner, so because by the end of everybody being like, "This was my, my food thing," I was so hungry by the time we went into that sprint. But I also got like 10, 15 pages done, so I'm
That's your chunky girl.
So
Okay.
I'm making good progress.
You got like the cloth, the ribbon bookmark. Does that come with it or is that separate?
No, it's separate. It's attached to this.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, you're in there. You're knee deep in there. How about yourself, Adrian? She's still knee deep in her book. I can't let her go.
she's in it to win it.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that, Adrian. She got 700 pages to go, so go ahead with your bad self. Well, I'm still in the jungle, in the jungle. Yeah. I kept taking breaks, but I'm at, where am I at? I think I'm at 80, page 80. Oh my God. It's like some pages have, like when there's not a lot of graphics, the book has pages, but when there's a lot of graphics, which are like the next 10 pages, I don't see page numbers. There we go. Well, that's 108. So I think I'm at about 100 pages.
How long is it?
Huh?
How long is it?
Oh, that's a good question. I didn't even look. I really look at page numbers for graphics. Looks like it's 380.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It goes quick. It's black and white, but it's pretty good, Thus far, it's talking about the immigrant experience of coming to America, expecting, all the bells and whistles. It's America, all the land of opportunity. And, they're realizing that, thinking everybody's out to swindle them and stuff. So, pretty interesting. They're trying to pay a house for $1,500. I mean, granted, back in the day, he was making, what did he say he was making? 75 cents or 19 cents an hour? He was making $1.50 a day. Okay. Shoveling guts at the at the meat packing plant. And so they're trying to figure out between 10 people how they can buy one house.
Yeah, not much has changed.
Yeah, exactly. Facts. So that's where that's at. So, but pretty interesting thus far. A little piece of Americana. I thought it was pretty interesting though, because he talks about, it's the immigrants, land of immigrants. We built this country. And I'm like, y'all forgot another key integral part of what built this country. Okay. Because they just got off the boat and they're like, yeah, we're all immigrants here. We built this country. It's meant for us. I'm like, okay. There's some other folks that came before y'all, but anyway, that's another story. But pretty interesting. Let me see where I am. Oh, okay. So Lexi was talking about wanting to buy goats. I mean, you have all these other animals on the farm. You might as well go ahead. That's some good meat, right? I think a lot of people eat
goat meat, goat milk.
Do people eat sheep? I never heard of that. I know it's wool, but do people eat sheep?
Lamb chops.
Yep. There we go. Yep.
It's too gamey to me. I feel like I'm tasting the grass they're eating.
It's been a minute. There's one restaurant that I love. I go maybe once every other year for an anniversary, but they have lamb chops. And man, it's like a Brazilian steakhouse.
Oh,
and
yeah,
they come around with the gauchos, and I'd be like, look, anytime y'all have lamb chops near my table, just stop. Don't even wait till I flip my little coin thing. Just stop.
No, I am not into that. And then people are always like, oh, well, you just need it with ginger or mint on it. And I swear that makes it worse.
Yeah, they have that little jelly thing. To me, if you give a good enough seasoning, then I'm good. Yeah. It's so sad though when you think of little lambs, it's like, oh, you're eating the lambs. I mean, it's not something I'm going to go to the grocery store and get, but specialty restaurant maybe. Yeah, I just don't want to think where it came from, because you think, look at the little goats and lambs.
Yeah, you can't picture that.
Yeah, just go in blindly. Yeah. Hey, Elena. Jaleesa said, oh, what is it? Resistance. Oh, for Kita. Okay. See, that's this lag here. I click on it and it takes forever for them to pop up. Hello, Lissy. She's show you some love. Hey,
She
Shauna,
finally
how are
connected
you
the different
doing?
dots.
I was on with Shauna earlier.
Hey,
Good
Sean.
time. Hey, Lauren, how are you doing today? Elena read 193 pages into the Book of Trouble. Book of Trouble. Sounds like a good time. Are you getting into trouble too?
Hopefully, good
uh,
trouble.
there you go. Trouble's sometimes fun in a book. I'd rather it be in a book than in real life. I would recommend the book at the open book. You hold up. I would recommend the book at the open book used bookstore in your area. Oh, used bookstore. Okay. And maybe Barnes and Noble's birthday is coming up soon and getting lots of ebooks. Oh, that's always fun. Okay. Well, happy early birthday, just in case I'm out of the loop. I have a lot of stuff coming up in the next few months, so I won't be around so much, but I'm around. So happy early birthday. And I agree with used bookstores. I'm all about recycling, reusing, and second love. So good time used bookstores for sure, y'all. You can get some good deals too.
Yeah.
People be getting rid of stuff for sure, Like one person's trash is another person's treasure, like all them Illumicrate and Book of the Month and stuff.
Yeah. Book of the month. I have learned at my used bookstore, I don't actually need to join Book of the Month. If I wanted to do that, I could just go to my used bookstore and they're all right there. And I mean the ones they just released, because I think there's people who just read them and then just sell them.
Yep. And that's the thing though. It's like sometimes people may like them, sometimes they don't, or some people just want the story but still subscribe to those specialty things. So, and then also
they want to get it early or something.
Exactly. Yep. And then you have the little free libraries too. That's another spot. Like I've seen a few like book videos where people talk about how they've gotten like special editions with sprayed edges and stuff at a little free library. I've never seen it, but I don't even care if I like the book. If I find sprayed edges at a little free library, I'm about to put that on my one shelf here.
That's what I was going to say. I'll be decorating with it. Like,
exactly.
Look at my aesthetic shelf.
Exactly. But I'm all about recycling and free cycling there, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. We got Jaleel. Why is this clicking? Okay. Chapter 2 of Thicker Than Water. It seems to be non-linear. Not my favorite way to read a memoir, but I understand the formatting. Okay. Yeah, sometimes it gets a little bit more complicated than others with that non-linear format. But keep going, girl.
Yeah.
This and this and this and this stop motion. I'll have to rewatch your stream and don't see it when it's live. Yeah, you don't see it when it's live unless there's like a glitch in somebody's Wi-Fi. But yeah, go back and I'll just look at like 2 or 3 minutes of a rewatch just to kind of see how see if my lighting was good enough, things like that, and to see how the Wi-Fi behaves. And sometimes it'll be like
Robot Courtney.
Yeah, I mean, like, what is I doing? Is that me or is that the camera? It's so funny. The whole experience, right? You get it. Lexi says, I wonder if it's an internet issue. Yeah, it could be. It could be. And everybody's Wi-Fi is different. Use Restream. Oh, you do? Okay. Scroll into an old live stream playback and it's completely fine. Yeah, it could be. It could be because I've had some that were fine. I mean, I haven't watched like a complete replay back, but I've had some were fine and then some aren't. Look at Adrian, by the way. Do you see her like fading in and out? Looks like
you know what I just realized? I wonder if she muted the music and so she doesn't realize we're back.
Oh, she might have. Yeah, I can't mute or unmute her on here. Can I?
Right. No. Yeah, like I think I'm just wondering if she turned her volume off, like not to mute her mic, but to mute the audio.
Okay. Well, I mean, you know what? Our girl's getting some good reading in, so I can't be mad at that. So
I know it's got to be good because she hasn't even looked up.
Exactly. She got a long way to go.
Right.
I'm just
Yeah.
still stuck on the 700 pages. I don't know. You know me. It's not to say anything bad about the book. I'm not trying to be disrespectful if it's coming off that way, but it's just like, I'm not a big book, like
Yeah.
big chunk. Like you read some chunky books, some mammoth. Like I'm not a mammoth person at all.
Yeah.
But I just am thinking in my head of what's for a mafia romance of what's that big. Because I read some mafia romances in the day, believe you me. And I just haven't thought of any like that thick before, but it could be really good. So I'm looking forward to our thoughts.
I get what you mean though, because like it would be like, I think if somebody says a classic, then you're not surprised if it's 600 or 700 pages. But I think like there's certain genres, like I would think the same thing if it was like a romance novel. I'd be really surprised it was that long.
Yeah.
Because certain genres just don't tend to have longer books. So I could see that too.
Yeah, I feel like people are definitely kind of writing a lot bigger books these days. But you know what? They're asking a lot for books. So they're putting in more. And so, I can see that. So we shall see what Demon Dreams have to offer. Elena says she's on the last part of part 3. Okay, keep going. You're almost there, Miss Lady. As for what I read, I still have like 80 pages. Oh, and we're about to get out of here too. Okay. Well, you know what? Depending on the time of where you're at, you got, some more time in your night to finish it out. A few more hours. Keep trekking. Okay, we'll see where you get. Shauna says finish. Okay, Shauna, go on with your bad self. Okay, so how did it pan out for you? Was it worth the read? Let us know. Finish it before we head off. Okay, that's awesome. Well, we're going to be heading out in a few, so you got a little bit left. Okay. Jaleesa says finishing soon. Lexi, awesome. Thanks for the sprints. Next Tuesday morning, I'll get my hair cut. Ooh, another haircut. Okay. What hair color are you gonna get? Do you already know? Oh, do you plan to color your locks, by the way, Miss Nicole?
I don't know. I've thought about it, but I don't know. We'll have to see. So certainly not anytime soon, because my next big step is with the move. I've got to find somebody to lock my hair where we're moving to.
Are you moving not to get into your business on camera, but are you moving off out of state?
Yeah.
Ooh. Where you at currently? Or do you want to not say?
Oh, no, it's fine. I'm in Virginia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, and then we'll be moving to the Midwest. So, like, not even close.
Cold weather going through.
Yeah.
We're talking about moving down south. That's what we're trying to prepare to move for us. So we're like doing the opposites there. Well, I hope you enjoy the Midwest. I have been up there. It's cold, but you'll be good. But there's always somebody around.
We're kind of moving almost straight west, so we're not moving that much further north of where we are.
Oh, you're not doing like Minneapolis and stuff. Oh, no. That's what I was. Oh, okay. That's what I'm thinking in my head. Like Minneapolis, St. Paul up there, Wisconsin. I've been there. That ain't fun.
No.
Okay, you're good then. Well, either way, you'll still find some folks to be able to find that. But trying to figure out on your own. See, I was trying to do the lock thing. I cut what I had off, so I'm starting fresh. I'm still trying to figure out. I want to do like some lock extensions, but I haven't found what I'm looking for. So I'm not trying to be in a hurry thus far. But I don't want to do like mini because like I don't know. That's a lot of time commitment. Like the tiny ones, I feel like if it's tiny, then I gotta go find somebody to do it for me.
Yeah.
If I can do it myself and maintain it, then
yeah. I know a lot of people have really good luck maintaining like finger size locks or bigger.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to do like the interlocking thing, but yours are pretty cool. I like them. I was always curious about whether or not I'd have enough fullness for hair, but us girls, we got our tricks. We'll figure it out.
True.
Jaleesa says goat meat is very lean. It's one of my husband's favorite. I hear venison is very lean too.
Yeah.
I've had duck quesadillas. Oh, that just reminded me of that. Oh, there's Adrian. How you doing, lady?
I'm sorry, I forgot I had turned my sound off.
That's what you
So I
said.
didn't even know you came back.
Oh
Because
no,
my
that's
sister
fine.
called.
We figured you
I
were
was like,
enjoying your
shoot.
book
I
and you
just
were
happened to
getting
look
to
up and I
some
was
point.
like, oh man. Because I was like, this is a long sprint. And then I said, oh shit, they finished. Sorry,
How's your
everybody.
book going?
Oh, it is good. It is good.
There you
That's
go.
what we figured. We were like, that book must be real good.
Yeah.
It's good. I'm like, oh, this is drama. A lot
Okay.
of drama. I'm like, oh, there's you're going back in time in certain aspects to understand why this person has the nickname of Demon. So his name is
Oh.
Damien. Everybody knows him as
Oh.
Demon. So
I was
yeah.
thinking that was going to be a not psychological, a fantastical component with the whole demon. So it's just a nickname. Okay.
No, it's a nickname. It's a nickname. It's a nickname. So yeah, it's yeah, I'm getting into it now. I'm like, ooh.
Some of them urban dramas can be really good. My issue with urban drama, urban fiction sometimes, I mean, granted, there's certain language like I'm like I think the idea of urban fiction always means like trap fiction kind of, and that's not always the
Mhm.
case, but that's kind of what I feel like a lot that I get in with. But I like when it's written well. When it's written really well, it can really trap you, and you're like, ooh, okay. Because some of it may be relatable in the unrelatableness to a certain extent.
Mhm.
But I find that sometimes I just feel like, and it's kind of a lot of indie people sometimes. I feel like maybe the editing's kind of off a little bit. But when you find
Yes.
it written well, that sucker will go quick. You'd be like, okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
I'm like, okay. Next page. Let's keep
Yeah,
going.
exactly.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you know what I haven't really found is an urban fiction that's written well on an audiobook. Now I'm not talking the Alexa audiobook. I'm talking somebody put their foot in it audiobook.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
I'd be in heaven.
Yeah.
But most of the time I like when I've done like urban fiction, I would rather read it than have my like Alexa, the little cheat sheet audiobook thing,
Yeah.
Alexa thing do it. I'd be like, no, because she be pronouncing certain words, and I was like,
Yeah.
no,
I did that one time and I said, oh no.
never
It,
again.
it was 2 minutes enough. 2 minutes was enough. I was like, oh no, I don't like the way this it sounds too robotatron.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then they pronounce it
Mm,
like one I had on speaker, and my husband, she said, the N-word. My husband was like, can she say that? And I was like, she should not have, but it didn't even sound right. It sounds better in my head than and that's
mhm.
not a word I use, but it still sounds
Right.
better in my head than the way she sounded.
Hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Putting the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllables, dragging it out.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like we're just laughing. Like I spend more time rewinding it so we can just laugh at it than actually reading the book. It's just not even really worth it.
Yeah.
Just read it. So I need to find but a lot of urban fiction. I don't know. I haven't really found urban fiction like that's like on like an audiobook narrator that's like mainstream doing. I wish they actually
Yeah.
invested more into that. And it could be that maybe I just haven't been exposed to it and it's out there, but
Yeah.
a lot of like indie authors and stuff in urban fiction don't really have like a paid audiobook
Yeah.
narrator for it. So,
Yeah.
but
Hmm.
that'd be really cool though.
It
Anyway,
will.
so another thing we were talking about is okay. So Lexi's family owns I guess a farm. Would that be the right thing to say? A farm.
Yeah, I think that's what she said was they own a farm.
Yeah, with animals and stuff. Like I don't
Okay.
know why I'm reluctant to call it farm for some reason because I think of farm and I think of like goats and chickens versus like a ranch, like cattle and beef that you slaughter and stuff. But
Hmm.
anyway, all that stuff.
You have dairy
Uh,
farms that are just cows.
Hmm. Yeah.
yeah, I guess you use farm. Yeah, there you go. So okay, so a farm for animal stuff. Yeah. So
Hmm.
Jaleesa was talking about goat meat is very lean and is one of her
Hmm.
husband's favorite. And I was about to say that back in the day when I lived in Seattle, Washington, there was a place near me. It was like a somewhat gourmet restaurant, but it wasn't like super expensive. But they had like gamey meat that you can get, and I had duck quesadilla, and I felt so bad ordering it.
Really?
I was just like, this don't sound right. Like duck quesadillas. I don't know. Just
Oh,
weird.
when I
Different.
lived in
I like duck. I like duck, but it's very oily. It's
I don't
very
know. I just thought
oily.
it was very
Yeah, it's
gamey and heavy, but I just felt weird because I like just come from like a park with like ducks and stuff, and I'm just like, I'm ordering duck quesadilla.
Mhm.
All
you
the
spent
other
the
stuff just sounded
afternoon
really weird, so I ordered duck because seemed like the lightest thing on the menu. But I didn't go back.
you spent the afternoon feeding the ducks and then the evening being fed on ducks.
I know
Yeah.
it felt so weird. But they made them quesadillas good. It was like a lot of cheese, but yeah. Mm.
That sounds
Well, I've
good.
had
Okay.
venison, which was pretty gamey too. I like the ends, like the crispy ends. You know, you have burnt ends with
Yeah.
beef.
Yeah.
That's what I like with venison. But the actual like middle part is like chewing for days. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever had goat though. But
I've
yeah,
had
I
like
hear a
goat
lot of
meat stew.
hmm.
I've had goat meat stew.
It was pretty
Um,
good.
Yeah. It's not my
Okay.
favorite thing, but it's not bad.
Yeah. Yeah, certain meats that we have just every once in a while, and then there's those you have as a staple: goat, duck, lamb, sheep. What else? I think those are every once in a while, not like the everyday. But it depends on where you're at, though, too. All right, Lexi says meant to finish yesterday, but it was such a disaster at work. Say again?
There was an echo.
Oh, okay. Pretty much ended up passing out on the couch. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna go to bed after this. I'm gonna sleep very well. Jaleesa says goats seem like trouble pets. I see too many videos of them climbing on stuff, roofs. Not sure how they do it. Yeah, I don't get it either. My sister and her husband owns a farm that they're creating. They got like 12 goats, some chickens, and two big old friggin' pigs out in Texas. I don't know what their plan is, but I'm just like,
okay.
that's too much work. I'm not trying to get up in the morning and at night and go feed goats, and they got like cats running in and out. That's too much work. I just can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. But hey, to each his own, to each his own. But they're cute though. Like they had one uh goat that had a baby, or had three babies overnight. But then there was one goat that I guess they weren't there and she was in trouble or some such because they went out of town overnight and she lost two. And so that kind of sucks too. And it's like,
Mm.
oh, like how do you deal with that? It's just, ugh.
Mm.
But it was cute. Cute, 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 cute. Oh, do y'all know a show called Dr. Pole? That The Amazing Dr. Pole.
Yeah.
It is an awesome show. It's on, oh my God, where do we watch this show? Is it Hulu, I think? I don't think it's Netflix. I think it's Hulu. And he's a veterinarian over in like Michigan, cold weather country, and he goes to like the farms and all that stuff. He's a huge veterinary practice. But yeah, amazing show. He has like 20 seasons. My husband and I binge watch it. I actually watched a
Okay.
30-minute episode right before I came on here. But yeah, you learn a lot about veterinary practice and all the animals that he treats, because he treats anywhere from like a small lizard to like a big bull.
Right.
Crazy. I learned today that the difference between a bull and a steer is they're both male. It's just that the bull has his cojones and the steer does not. And apparently, when you cut off the cojones, it cuts off the hormones, so they're a lot more tame. And then
Oh.
apparently, male horses that people, the male horses, if you cut off their cojones, then it makes them more tame for people to be able to ride. So in general, if you have a male horse, that means he has lost his cojones. But then the episode we just saw for the little young steers that they made into steers, they deep
Mhm.
fried and brought them to to the veterinary practice to taste. I've learned a lot in the last.
It was an educational
Knowledge is
situation.
power. I'm telling you. I watch a lot of
Mhm.
eclectic TV. If I'm not watching true crime, I'm probably watching Dr. Pole.
That's funny.
Oh my god. Okay, let's get out of here, y'all. Let's see. Let's see. Good to hear. Climbing. Okay, we got that one. Goat cheese. Yeah, I don't like goat cheese either. Y'all like goat cheese?
No.
I do. I don't like goat cheese plain. Like I definitely either have to have like herbs and stuff on top of it or like some sort of like sweet
Yes.
preserves or something.
Yes. I had that in the salad, and I was like, I didn't know how I was gonna like it, and I enjoyed it actually. I
Yeah.
surprised myself.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
in salad it's great. I love it on a
Mhm.
salad.
I had a goat cheese with salad with goat cheese, and it had a vinaigrette, but I don't think it had enough, so I didn't enjoy it. But yeah, goat cheese I feel like is very bitter, so you definitely need something else to pair with it. It's like something like in moderation. It's not something where you have to have an
Mhm.
overwhelming amount of like. But I agree with you on that one. That yes, Coda would definitely like it paired with a really good wine. For sure. He probably has more of a refined palate than I do. Decompress. Definitely. Started a little free library and work in the break room. I'm tempted to film a blog. That would be really cool because that is an idea that I have gotten. Like, it's not necessarily a little free library, but it's just a little area where people have put books. That's a rest area that we don't have time to use. But I go in there all the time to look. And somebody put in like all these little Nora Roberts, little special editions in there. And it's just one of
Oh,
those blogs that I just am too lazy to get to, but that is something I plan to do as well. So go ahead and do that. I think it'd be
Yeah.
cool.
yeah, that sounds cool.
I need to do it yesterday, developed a migraine. Oh, that sucks. Brain just needed to shut down. Sometimes you need that. Sometimes just relax and chill and cut out everything.
Yeah.
Shut up. We got 4.5, 4.75 stars. Oh, I like that. That's a good rating. That's pretty
Mhm.
good. Elena says, yay, yay, yay. Hello, Christopher Evenstar. How are you doing? Yeah, we're going to be getting out of here. I've been talking way longer than I had planned, but thank you very much for coming by. Much appreciated. Shauna says, thank you for sprints. Oh, that's fine. No problem. No problem, Miss Lady. Thank you for coming by. Elena, this thing is lagging more than usual today. I will say that. Normally it's like a 1 or 2 second lag, and today it's been like a lot more. See,
Mm.
that was like a 5 second lag right there for me because I've been clicked on that comment and you just saw it. It says take a shower, get ready to turn up Friday and have a dance. Ooh, okay. Going out party. Okay, go on with your bad self. I'm all for it. I ain't mad at you. Dance for me too, okay? Because I'm tomorrow. I'm going to work, then I'm coming back and going to bed. Might not even read. That's how tired I know I'm going to be. Have a good time. Thank you so much for coming by. Much appreciated. Okay. Let's see. Lexi said, click. I wonder if it's my computer or if it's Restream. I'm not sure today. Farm. Always called it the farm. We only slaughter one of the older cattle and only when we start running low on beef. Oh, okay. So you normally cultivate them. Okay, I get you. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, it sucks, but we all have our time. We have to be useful for it, right? Alicia says duck is fatty.
Fatty, yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay.
It's fatty.
I couldn't tell because mine was a quesadilla. It seemed pretty lean, but you can pick and choose meats when you're only using a little bit of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, and the meat doesn't tend to have a lot of fat in it.
Yeah.
It's like they have that layer that's against the skin. So a lot of
Yeah.
times if you're served it, there's like a layer of duck fat and then the meat is all under it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. You got to kind of figure out which cuts you want to use. That's what's good when you have enough to figure out versus just getting one little slab. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Jaleesa says, my husband grew up with goats as pets. They had two and named them Good Coat and Bad Coat. With each set, they keep the same names. I made Good Goat last year. I was in Lake. Well, I guess it makes you feel bad if you have to slaughter them because it's always the same name. So it's almost like recycling the same pets. I'm assuming Bad Goat goes first. That's bad. Oh, so funny. 20 thumbs up, Shauna. Oh, there we go. That's always fun. Back from job too. Okay, there we go. There we go. Are you going to get some reading in, hopefully? Elena says hi to Bree. Bree says, hey, Corey, Adrian, hey, all of us. Awesome.
Hi,
Awesome.
Bree.
Thank you for coming up in here. Click. Oh my God. So, ladies, we'll see you soon. You have a good night, Elena. Okay. We're going to be getting out of here soon. Okay. We got stuffs to do. Thanks for a sprint. Have a great night. You as well, Bree. Thank you so much. I will definitely be seeing you in your sprints whenever you have them because I just look for them. I agree with you, Ulysses. Awesome. All right, let's get out of here. Let's see. What do y'all have on? Oh, let me put out there. Okay, y'all. So ThursTea Sprints will no longer be every Thursday. I've been talking about that. Just some stuff come up. Every once in a while may pop up. So I'm going to keep the title there. But, you know, the regular every Thursday sprint is just becoming a lot of a chore, especially with the summer coming up. So that's that. But Sunday mornings will be a very diverse panel, either on my channel or someone else. So hopefully you attend. And of course, I will always keep the Tuesday during the day sprints unless something comes up for that. So that is on the docket. I have no videos coming up on Saturday because I've just been too lazy to film. So that's it. I have an appointment on Sunday. Jaleesa at, let me see, where's Jaleesa at? Jaleesa, here we go. Sunday morning, I think at 9:30, if I'm not mistaken. Miss Jaleesa right here will be hosting the Wake Up Sprints with a very diverse group of ladies. So I hope that y'all attend. I'll be in and out because I have a doctor's appointment. But next week after that, it will be on my channel. Other than that, Tuesday, it'll be around. And that's all I got going on. How about y'all, ladies? Starting with you, Nicole.
I have on Saturday, I have a video coming out. It's just my regular weekly wrap up. So yeah, I think just wrapping up one of the last weeks in April or something like that, what I read in the last week. And then my normal Monday sprints.
Okay. And remind people what time that is.
Yeah, my sprints are every Monday. Usually, they're always start at 9 a.m. and they usually end at 2.
All right, there you go. Good time, good time. I try to check in when I can.
Me too.
And then what about and how about you, Miss Adrian?
So I'm gonna start filming again because I had stopped for a bit, but I'll be doing it. I have quite a bit to catch up with. I have 3 of the Walter's Corner to do, and coincidentally tomorrow is the second year that since my father's death that he has not physically been here for his birthday. So I might do something for tomorrow. But all the books that I've read this year, I haven't done any filming about what they are. So I'm probably gonna do something about that. But yeah, you'll hear from me soon.
And you're around. Miss Adrian here tends to pop up on Bree and Brandy's sprints. So even though she doesn't have videos popping up, then she's around there. So
Yeah, I'm around.
Good time. Make sure y'all subscribe to these two lovely ladies. What happened? Oh, is that an echo? I can't remember if that was my phone or not. Okay, well, we're gonna get out of here. I think that's it. I can't think of anything else. I'm tired. My brain is mush. It's been a long day. I gotta be an adult and go to work tomorrow. So I'm gonna go to bed and do the adult thing and go to bed at a decent hour. So that is it. Okay, y'all have a good day. Thank y'all all for attending. Much appreciated. Stay cool. Get some good reading in, and I'll see you on the flip side.